Today on Resto Talk, we are going to talk about the steps that it takes to bring a car out of storage that's been in storage for 5, 10, 15 years. We wouldn't recommend that you would just pull the car out of storage, stuff a battery in it, crank it over and try to get it started. By doing this, you could create a lot of issues that would be costly. We're going to recommend some steps to be taken before you do this. First step, change the oil and filter. Drain the coolant, and if you can drain the block, that's recommended. You would want to drain your fuel out of the tank. I would also look at your rubber lines, make sure there's no cracks, carburetor to the fuel pump, any of the metal lines that if there's any rust on them on the outside, there's a good possibility that you're going to have rust on the inside. You'll want to look at your battery cables, make sure they're not frayed or corroded, your battery terminal ends, and any of the other secondary wiring under the hood. The next step we would consider is the transmission. If it's a manual transmission, you would want to change the gear lube in it. If it's an automatic, we would take and drop the pan, put a filter, and put transmission fluid back in that. Now that you've completed these steps, the next thing to do is to try to get the car started. If it does start and sounds good, has oil pressure, then you can move on to looking at the rear end, changing the gear lube in the rear end, and then doing your brakes. Brakes most important because you want to make sure that you can stop once you start rolling. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook.